Hello. Hi, this is Louise from JumpStart Dance and welcome to our weekly contemporary class. I'm going to wait a couple more minutes just to see if anyone else is checking in with us and then we'll get going. Use this time to make sure you've got plenty of space around you and that you've got water. So if you need a drink during the session, you can have one. Right. Hi, for those of you just joining us, this is Louise from JumpStart Dance, and I think we will probably get ourselves ready to go for our contemporary class today. This session is designed for Key Stage 2, in particular 5s and 6s, Year 5s and 6, and they're also aimed at Key Stage 3 dancers, so in particular Year 7, 8 and 9. Just a couple of things then to make sure that you are safe. This is my little list of things to remind ourselves. Move what you can away from the area, especially sharp things, rugs, tables, to make sure you've moved all trip hazards away that you can. Try and avoid lampshades. Make sure if you've got a slippery surface, you might want to put on some grippy socks or maybe some trainers. So just think about how you're going to keep yourself safe on the flooring. Pets, young children, get those out of the way so that no one's going to trip over. Make sure you've got something comfortable to wear and that is going to allow you to move freely. And make sure you've got some water handy. So you're going to need a drink today. And finally, just make sure that an adult knows that you are taking part in this so that it's safe. And that they know what you guys are up to. Obviously, I can't see you, so I'm just going on what I think is the right teaching methods. Please feel free, though, if something doesn't feel right or it doesn't look right or it's uncomfortable, feel free to just change what you're doing to make sure that it suits you. And if at any time you're in pain or something isn't working for you, then you can stop it completely at any time. All right, because obviously I can't see you, so just make sure you keep yourself safe because ultimately you're responsible for keeping yourself safe today. So, those of you that don't know me, I'm Louise from JumpStart Dance. We do a lot of primary school sessions and we also run dance leaders, which is for years 7, 8 and 9. And that's a great qualification. And if you want to know more, you can visit our website, primarysschooldance.co.uk. Just a couple of shout outs because I know some of those dance leaders are watching us now. So hello if you're there, Maisie, and hello to Becky. I think Morgan's there as well. So hello, thanks for joining us. If you have missed any of our sessions, because this is our third live, if you've missed any of the others, they're on our playlist on our YouTube channel. So please subscribe and then you can make sure you take a part in all the other sessions. We have a theme every week. This week it's going to be with our feet and our legs. And we're going to get a sensation of travelling without travelling too far because obviously we're all in our houses, keeping safe. And we're really going to work through the legs and transferring weight from one leg to the other. We aren't charging for these sessions, so they're completely free. But if you've enjoyed it today and you'd like to make a contribution to help us run these sessions, please donate what you can, just a small contribution to our PayPal, which is the details of our account down here in the comments. Alrighty, I think that's quite enough of me chatting away. So let's get going. As I said, make sure you've got plenty of space around you. We're going to start seated today. So can you make sure you're in a space, sitting down, and we're going to warm up our legs. Got a bit dark. All right, so sitting down. And getting one of your feet. And we're going to massage this nice juicy bit in the middle where our foot arches. So get your thumbs and give it a nice good rub. And then with your hands, squeeze all around your heel. Our feet do so much work for us. And it's nice just to reward it for all that movement that it does for us, even when we're not dancing. Okay, get your thumbs again and go into the fleshy part of the ball of the foot. Brilliant. And then just give your foot a little wiggle around. And articulate the toes. And then make that movement a little bit bigger. Give it a little shake. I'm going to try it on the other leg. So thumbs into the fleshy part round by the insole. So the instep. Hands, give the heel a nice squeeze. So you must remember at the end of the session today to give your hands a really good wash, especially if your feet are a bit grubby like mine. Thumbs into the ball of the foot. And then give it a little wiggle and circle. And make that movement a little bit bigger around you. Give it a little shake. And then both legs, just move them around any direction you like. Obviously, just avoiding crashing into anything. Give them a little jiggle. Bring yourself up into a crouching position. I'm just going to turn to one side so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to put my hands flat on the floor. And then I'm just going to roll backwards and forwards. So I'm just transferring the weight across and really getting those feet working. Okay, and then we're going to roll up through the spine. We're going to leave our head to come up last. So sending your heels down, knees nice and soft. Coming up through the vertebrae, head up last. That's better. Okay, so just working through the toes here and the feet. And start to bending the knees as well, so we're getting the rest of our legs involved. Good, so it's almost like we're moving through some treacle or something that's really thick and gloopy, and then we can start to lift our toes off the floor. And you can start to make that a bit bigger, so lifting your knees all the way up. Fantastic. And then we'll change that movement slightly. So we're going to circle in our knee just to wake up our hips. Good. And then we're going to have a little bit of freestyle just for a few seconds, just to make sure we're super warm. So keep moving with the legs, but this time, get the rest of your body to follow it. So there's no right or wrong here. If you've got lots of floor space, you can go all the way down to the floor and let your feet pull you around. Just be mindful of what furniture you do have in this space. Another couple of seconds just to move yourself around, get everything nice and warm. Make sure the top half of your body is moving as well. And make sure you're in a space. Give everything a nice little shake. So you should feel your heart rate should have increased a little bit. You should be feeling a little bit warmer. Maybe just do a little foot sequence. Just pause this. We're just going to do a little foot sequence to make sure our feet are nice and warm, because we're going to be using them a lot in the session today. So I'm going to use a little bit of ballet vocabulary here, just to help us with our movements. So before we do anything, we want to make sure our feet are in parallel. So our feet are hip distance apart, which we can find by identifying where our hips are and looking at where our toes are, or we can start with our feet completely together, turning the toes out, turning the heels out. You should just feel nice and grounded. Think about your core, your stomach being nice and strong, and then nice straight spine and head just floating on top. So with your right leg, you're going to do what's called a thumb juice. That's a stretch. We're not in a ballet class, so we're going to do everything turned in here. We're not turning everything out. So when we thumb in contemporary, and when we're not turning out, we're just going to send it forward, but we're not sending our heel out as well here. So we're just going to tandu forward and then bring it back in. So a tandu is a stretching movement of the leg and the foot, and it's going to stay on the ground. So we're going to tandu, bring it in. Repeat again, tandu, and then this time we're going to do a tiny little lunge forward. So I just turn to the side, I'm moving my right leg, it's going tandu, close, tandu, and then tiny little lunge to the back leg straight, front leg is bent, and my knee is going over my toe. Okay, so from there, you're going to transfer the weight onto your back leg, so that's your left leg, you transfer it, and then your front leg lifts off. So most of the weight was coming forward and into the right, and then we're moving back into the left leg, and our right leg's up. Last little bit from here, we're going to scrape it down along the ground, like we're trying to get off a piece of chewing gum. It's going to peel off the floor behind us, drop back down, and then we're going to suck it back in. So we'll do all of that again on the right side. So feet in parallel, long toe back, your right foot goes, tandu, and in, tandu, and lunge. Then you're going onto your back leg, lift the front, slide it behind along the floor, brush it off, plop it down, suck it back in. And you should finish really nice and long and tall again. Right, so let's try that a little bit more fluidly on the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant, well done. I'm going to trust you have got that. We will practice it again. For those of you that have got it and want to add in some arms, this is what you can do. So exactly the same thing with the feet. As we tandu out, we're going to open our arms to a nice wide position. They're not all the way back here. My chest isn't stretched forward. I can see my fingers with my peripheral vision. There it goes. 1, 2, 3. On the little lunge, we're going to lean a little bit further forward now. We're going to drop our arms down, so we're nice and relaxed. And as we transfer the weight onto the back leg, the arms are going to come out again. And that action will help us to open out and to get that weight onto the left leg and to help us balance. And then we do last bit of the sequence, exactly the same. As we draw the leg in, we can drop the leg down and arms down with it. So let's go through the right again. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try that with some music. Let's go from the beginning. Okay, right side, here we go. Let's try it again on the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's figure it out on the left. Feet first, and then we'll add in the arms. So feet are in parallel, and we have a 1, 2. Second tandu comes out, and then a little lunge forward. So we do it from the side again. So it's your left leg. But turn this way, so it's your left leg. So you're going 1, 2, 3, lunge 4. Lean onto the back leg. So you're now on your right leg. Left leg goes behind. Plop it down. Suck it back in. If you're on carpet like me, that's like extra resistance. So it's pretty hard work on carpet, but it will be really good for building up the strength in your legs. So left leg facing this way now, all the way through. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the arms. It's exactly the same as on the right. They're held out here. When we do our lunge, they drop down. And then as we transfer the weight back onto the right, they come back out. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try that with the music. With the left side, and we'll put them together. parallel, core strong, nice long back. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, well done. Let's try from the top. Right side, left side. 5, 6, 7, 8. And a leg. Okay, well done. Give everything a little shake. Just going to finish off our warm-up. Just moving through the space a little bit more and just changing the focus. So, you just move your feet in time to the beat if you can hear the music. I know the music sometimes doesn't come through on YouTube live. Now we're going to take it into a walk. So even if you've only got a small space, just keep changing direction around yourself. And then when I clap, you're going to take a step forward. Doesn't matter which leg it's on. You're going to take a step forward, put the weight onto it, and then you're going to change direction. So you're going to lean forward, and then you're going to turn and change direction. And then when I clap again, you're going to do it again. And ideally, try and get different legs every time I clap. So you're stepping onto the front leg. It's nice and soft, so nice big bends in the knees. And then you change direction and go somewhere else, even if it's a very small journey around yourself. So back to walking in your space. So lunging on one leg, change the direction. Couple more times. Last one. Okay. Just keep your feet moving. Take a nice few deep breaths in and out. Okay, take everything out. Give yourself a nice big stretch. And then cross your arms over. Stretch out again. Leaning over to one side. Over to the other. Bring your feet in. Get yourself a drink if you would like one. I'm going to get one now. And then I'm going to teach you a phrase of dance based on a little bit on some of the steps we've done so far today. So, building on what we've just started there, which is travelling and transferring the weight, and I'm going to teach you a short sequence where we are using that idea in different directions. So I'm just going to start a bit further back, feet in parallel. So your right leg, I would like you, like we just did in the warm-up when we were moving around, I'd like you to do a big step onto the right. Everything's just nice and soft, it's not forced. And both of my legs are bent, so my front one is more so than my back. So the weight's really on that front leg, that right leg. So the first direction is forwards. It's going to come in, we're not going to tap it in, we're going to go forwards, transfer the weight onto the left, and then your leg is going to go to the right. Okay, so it's gone forwards and then to the right. So just make sure you've got plenty of space around you to do that. So you're going to go forwards and right. Then you're going to go behind. So the right leg moves again, and this time it's going to go backwards and in. So we're doing forwards, side, back. And in ballet, that would be called en croix because we're going in the shape of a cross. So let's try that again all together. Right leg's going to go forwards first. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1. In, 2, in, 3, in. All right, now it's going to be quite aerobic today because we're going to be shifting our weight quite a lot from side to side. So we need to be quite quick with our moves. Equally, what we're not doing is pointing. So we did something like that earlier in our warm-up. So this is not a tonju, because this would be keeping my weight on that left leg all the time. I'm not doing that. I am shifting my weight. I'm really coming forwards. So my head and the upper half of my body is coming forwards, in and then side, in and then back, in. I'm aware that obviously you might not have that much space around you, so go as big as you can, which makes it safe. So this is 6 counts, forward, side, back, and we'll do 2 little steps forward. So forward, side, back, and then we're going to go right, left. You can make them, if you've got loads of space, you can make that right, left, or you could just go right, left, or if you can't go any further forward, you can do it on the spot, right, left. So that gives us our first 8 counts of our dance phrase today. So let's go from the top. Right leg goes forward, and we're doing it on qua. 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 1 and 2 and 3. Step, step. How are we? I hope we're all right with that so far. I'm conscious I can't see you to correct you. I think let's have one more go, and then I'm going to add on. Are you ready? Feet in parallel. The right leg's going to move first. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1 and 2 and 3. Step, step. Okay, from here, I'm going to do a little turning move. We are going to, a bit like those of you that were with us last week, we're going to do like a little transference of weight. So your right is going to lift up, and then you're going to put your weight fully on it, and your left leg is nice and free. So it's small, but sometimes it might feel a little bit weird if you're not used to this kind of move. So you're lifting your right foot up and putting the weight on it. Once you've done that, your left leg is now free. It's going to do a circling move across to the right side. So it's going around and over and under. It's almost like, for those of you that have done ballet, it's almost like a rond de jambe, where you are rounding your leg around. We're not going to come forward, it's going to go straight to the side and behind. We don't stay there though, because that feels a bit awkward. You're going around, and then we're pivoting on our toes. I don't mind about the footwork here, especially because like on carpet, it's quite hard, but if you're on a shiny surface, then you might be in trainers, and that makes it more difficult. But whatever you can, you're going to uncross your legs, pivot round to face the front. So just that move again, you're transferring the weight, you lift your right up, and you put the weight on the right leg, the left is free, it circles round. As you're going around, you're then going to pivot on your toes or your heels to get yourself back to facing front. So that's a full turn. Arms, and this will help you with the momentum of this turn. As you open this leg out, you're going to open your arms out, and I don't know if you can see here, it's the backs of my hands, and it's almost like a breaststroke move. So it's going out, and I'm really pushing through the air here. So we do the transference of weight. So you lift up your right, then you're on your right, the left is free, round you go, and into the front. And as you turn around, your arms can just kind of swish, hang, do whatever they like. So we're going for this shape here, but once we've got the momentum to turn around, you're just letting your arms go with that movement. So all of that turn again from lifting up the right leg here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got 4 counts to turn around. We are then going to move on a diagonal. When we do it on our right side, confusingly, we're going to go to our left. So it's our left corner here. We are going to aim to get down here, and we're going to use our left leg, and our left leg is going to lunge. So I am turning my leg out slightly here, but I'll just move back a bit so you can see me. My knee is going over my toe. We've practiced lunges in our warm-up today. This is slightly deeper, so everything's a little bit more turned out, and I'm lunging down towards this corner. You can go forward if you've got the space, or you could go sideways. So wherever it works for you in your space today. For me, I'm going to go on the diagonal, and it also means you should be able to work out my moves that I'm doing. So I'm going out down to this corner. To get there though, we've just spun around. Let's just recap. Spin around to the front. We're going to suspend. We're going to go onto our toes slightly, and then we're going to drop. Okay? So we've got 2 counts to start to suspend. We're rising, we're falling, and then we're going to catch the move. And we're going to do a nice deep lunge here to get ourselves nice and grounded. Just move back a little bit. While we're suspending, no arms, nice and relaxed. As you drop and fall, I'd like you to bring your arms in the opposite direction. So my left arm is under here and my right is over this way, and I'm pushing with my palms that way. So as my body is moving to this diagonal here, my arms are moving in opposition and then moving to the back. So turn around, I'm facing this way, I'll just step back a little. I'm going to rise, suspend, and I'm going to drop. So I'm going towards this diagonal here. Okay, so that's count 7, and then we pause 8. Let's recap. We're going to go from here and into that turn. So it goes 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, rise, and 7, 8. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try from the top. Let's just mark through that first bit with the right leg. We'll link it into the turn, and then we'll go from the top with the music. So right leg is going forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 to the back. Forwards, forwards. And you're going to do that little cutting movement, transference of weight. Left leg goes round, right, and drop. Good. And start with the music. Here's a little bit faster. Let that come up. If you need to get a drink while you're waiting, make sure you do that. We'll have a little practice of what we've learned so far. Okay, make sure you've got the space. Your right leg's going first, going forward to the side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, step, step, drop, round, and pull. It's quite a lot faster. Let's try it again from the top. Right leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I was just so busy falling there. Lost my balance a bit. Let's try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's move on from this lunge. We are going to go in the direction that our hands are facing. So we're transferring the weight again. So it's on the left. We're going to transfer the weight onto the right. And as we do so, we're going to point that left leg. So we're lunging, transfer the weight to the right leg, and that front leg stretches away. So we practice really stretching through the floor earlier in our lunges. So we're going to extend that now by coming right off the floor. Once you've done that, you're then you're rising and suspending in the opposite direction. So we were rising and falling to our left on the diagonal here. And then this time, we are going to rise, if you can, on your right leg here. You can go onto your toes. If not, that's fine. Just stay on the whole base of your right foot. But we're going to lift up, and we're going to fall this way. So just come slightly closer so you can see my legs. We're stretching up, and then you're going to cross over so it crosses left, and then you're lunging now on your right. So it's exactly the same lunge as when we were here. It's just it's now on the right. So we're going to go lunge, suspend, cross, lunge. Okay? It goes down, we're lunging, suspend and rise, cross, down. I'm aiming to go on a bit of a diagonal here. I don't have a huge amount of space, but I'm aiming for the first lunge to be in this corner. I'm rising, and then I'm going down towards this. Okay. Arms. To help us with this move, they are down here. As you rise, you're going to lift them up over your head, and then they finish here. So what we've done is a semicircle, but your arms lifting up will help you to lift up here, and then go down to the right. Let's try that. We're lunging down, we're going to lift up, arms over, and drop down to the right. Okay. So we're down in this lunge, weights on our right leg. We're going to do a nice, like a little développé if you've ever done any of those before in ballet. Keep the weight on your right leg. This left leg, you're going to scoop it under and stretch it out. I'll just turn to the side so you can see that. So I'm bending in my knee. My toe is going to draw a little circle. It starts here. I'm going to go round to my left and then straighten out. And as I do that, I'm going to soften in this knee so it goes round, straight. Your leg doesn't have to look like mine. The feeling is that it's going round and straightening out. Okay, so it's going round, straighten. That might be quite a balance challenge. So have a go and let's see how we get on. Weights on the right leg. You're going to lift at that left. You're scooping it under, up, and then you're going to step onto it. Okay? Quite slow, so take your time. Your arms, as it balances round and circles, you're going to take the opposite arms, that's your right arm, with it, and then that is going to bring you forward as well. So that's part of our choreography. So we are here. Weight on the right leg. Keep it on the right leg. The left circles round. Right arm comes with it. Step forward. Nice. So we've got 4 counts to do that. We're here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stretch. Cross. Lunge. 5, 6, 7, 8. And step. 2. Let's come forward. What I'd like you to try and do, if you've got the space and you don't have a lampshade under your head, from here you're going to go 1, 2, 3, hop. So it goes left, right, hop. Left, right, left, hop. Let's go from this move here. So your left leg is circling around. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over 1, 2, 3, 4. Curling round. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Up. If you don't have room to hop, then you can just take a little step forward or make it smaller. You don't need to use your arms. The arms just help with a bit of elevation, but obviously it depends on what else you have got around you. You could always, rather than taking them out to the side, you could take them up if that's helpful. I can just keep your arms by your side. So that last little bit from here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're stepping back, ready to go on the left, which we will deal with in a minute. Let's go from the top all the way through. So right leg is going to the sides on 5, 7, 8, and now 1, and 2, and 3. Come forward. Left leg round. Rise and 4. Over. Step, step. From here, left leg circles round. Stretch it and reach. 1, 2, 3. Hop and step. Step, step. Ready to go on the left. Okay, let's go from the top with the music. If you need to grab a drink, please do that now. Okay. So your right leg is trampling to the front first. 5, 6, 7, 8. How do we get on? Okay. Let's try to go from the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left leg. Okay, well done. Let's try it on the left. So exactly the same choreography, but we're starting everything with our left leg. So make sure you've got plenty of space again. Left leg is going to come forwards. We change our mind, we bring it in, and then we transfer the weight towards the left side. Bring it in, and it goes back. Bring it in. And you're going to come forward. This time you're actually going to step on it, and then step on the right. Let's just try that first count of 8. So it goes 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, and 2, and 3. Forwards, forwards. You can make those steps as small or as big as you like, depending on how much space you've got. Let's try that a little bit faster. Go forwards first. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, and 2, and 3. Step, step. When we get forward, we're going to do our turn. The first time, our left leg went out. But this time it's going to be our right. So we're going to transfer the weight onto the right. So the left leg comes up, we step onto it, and then that left leg is going out behind in a sort of rond de jambe. And then we're uncrossing our legs. So we're going to the easiest way to switch around to face the front. So let's do that turn again. Your left leg is moving first, left, right. And I'm just dropping down here a little bit as well. Right leg goes behind, and we're turning around. Arms, just like on the other leg, you're going to push out like we're doing a breaststroke. Nice, strong energy going behind, and then let them swing around naturally, however they want to move as you spin. Let's try the spin after our footwork at the start. So from the top, left leg, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step, step. Your left moves first. Right comes out. Round you go. Let's try it again. All of that from the top. Left leg, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now 1, and 2. Back, forwards, left, onto your right, and around. Brilliant, well done. So from here, we're going to lunge. We're going this way now, so we're going towards our right. Or if you need to amend it because of the use of the space that you've got, your space might be more lengthways here. You can always take it to the side here, or take it straight forward, whatever works for you. I'm aiming for this diagonal. I'm suspending first. It doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I'm just using my natural momentum to fall into that lunge. So I'm coming onto my toes, and then I'm going to drop towards my right. So my foot is completely down, my knees going over my toes, and as it drops, arms go in the opposite direction. From here, you're then transferring the weight again. So you're coming onto your left, and we're really stretching through that right foot. And as I said on the other side, your foot can be nice and down on the floor, or you can rise up into a little releve. So whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's go from a spin around. So your left leg's moving first, your right comes out, you swing, spin around rather, onto your toes, and we're going to go to our right, drop. Good. Then you're going back onto your left, up. We're going to cross that right leg over, step, and then we're lunging now on our left leg. So from the rise and suspend here, we have right, left, cross it over, right, left. So again, we have rise and suspend, lunge, lift, cross, lunge. Arms, just like before, they're coming up and over. So they're behind us here. You're going to soften the hands, they're lifting up, and then in front of us, yes, they've done that semicircle. So from here with the arms and with the leg, we're going to rise and drop. Lift, cross, lunge. Let's go from the top all the way through today. Let's have some music on it. So left leg all the way through to this lunge. 5, 6, 7, 8. How do we get on? It's always a bit trickier on the left, isn't it? Should we have another go? So left leg, going forward sideways. Here we go. Well, don't get yourself a drink if you need to. Let's just go through that lunge pattern one last time, and we're going to add on the last part of our phrase today. So, we have gone around. This time our right leg's leading. We're spinning around, but onto the balls of our feet. It's a nice, easy suspension, and then we're dropping. From here, you're going straight back onto the left. Rise, cross, lunge. How are we getting on? Good. I'm very close to my sofa here. Okay, from here, this leg. We're going to keep the weight onto the left. Your right. We do that funny little circling move. So let me just come this way a little bit. So you lift it up. You're drawing a little circle with your toes and then stretching it out. Doesn't really matter which way you go. To me, it makes more sense to go away and then stretch out. So I'm going away from my body, into my body, stretch. So the weight's on the left. Here, you're going to lift the right up, circle it round, and stretch it forwards in the direction you want to go. Our arm, just like we did last time, circle, and then our opposite arm, so now it's our left, is going to reach us forward, and that gives us the momentum to come forward, step, 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 hop. Again, bear in mind how much space you've got. It might just be more like this, or arms up. Use the space that you have and make sure you keep safe. So let's do that again. It's going to come back a little bit. Lunging on the left. Keep the weight on the left. Right comes up. Reach forward with your right toes, left hand, and step, 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 hop, step it backwards for the right. Okay, let's go from the top all the way through on our left. The left leg goes forward first. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1 and 2, 3, forwards. Right leg goes round, suspend and drop. Up, cross and lunge. Right leg circles, reach. Step, 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 hop, step, 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 ready. And let's try that with the music. So left leg all the way through from the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's get on? Let's turn that down. How did you get on? Okay, a bit iffy. It's sometimes a lot more tricky on the left, isn't it? Let's try it again from the top. Let's be a bit more confident with it, and let's really go for it. Go left leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it one last time on the left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Get yourself some water. We're going to finish off linking the right and the left together. We'll do that a couple of times, and then it'll be time for us to finish. Oh, it's been a bit of a longer session today, hasn't it? Didn't realise it was 6:45 already. You're working very hard, everybody, so well done. And if you need any time out, please don't keep going. Make sure you have a rest, or maybe miss this bit out if it's been a bit too full on. For those of you that are up for it, let's try putting the right and the left together. So, right side first. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The left leg's going round to the left. Up, cross, lunge. Left leg coming forward, and 1, 2, 3. Step, 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 tap, and then that foot is coming straight out for the left side. So it goes da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right leg goes round, going to the right, up, cross, lunge, circle the leg, go round. 1, 2, 3, up and back. Ready to go on the right. I think we should just go for it. Let's try it all the way through from the right to the left with the music. Will that work? Oh, yes, it does. Right leg first. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well done if you've had a go at that. Brilliant work. Let's try it one last time. Right leg first, straight into the left. I might just rewind the music actually. Okay, right leg first. 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. Well done for keeping with me. It's been a long session and it's been hard work. I can tell I'm really hot and I've had a bit of sweat today. And I have to say, well done for keeping with me. It's been quite fast and quite cardio based today with all of our legs, footwork and transference of weight. Let's have a drink. Keep with us. So we need to make sure we cool ourselves down. Okay. So all the music we're using is royalty free, and it's from an organisation called Incompetech. So thank you very much to them for letting us use their music today. I'll put all the tracks down in the comments at the end of the session, so you guys can re-listen to it if you want to have another go at the choreography. So, walking around in your little small space, letting the heart rate come down, breathing nice and deep. Like we did in the warm-up, when I clap my hands, you're going to take a little lunge and then change direction. Sorry, that was a bit of a quiet one. Again, try and do it on both legs. We've worked our thighs super hard today because we've done all that lunging. So we're going to give them a really good stretch. I think we did this stretch last week. If you want to hold on to something to help you with your balance, please do so. We're just going to take one foot behind us, aiming to get the heel towards the bottom. Just turn back around, knees together. You want to hold an arm out to the side to help you with your balance, then that's fine too, or on your ear. Nice deep breaths. And pop that down. So you can get that one again. Lovely. And the leg. So taking the heel towards your bum. Try not to drop here in the hip. Get the hips nice and even. Arm out if you'd like some help with your balance. Think about that foot on the ground being nice and strong and growing roots right through into the ground. And pop that leg down. We're going to do a stretch for our bums as well, because they will have worked really hard with all this bending and the transference of weight. So we're going to lie ourselves down. Make sure you've got enough space as you go backwards. Knees pointing to the ceiling. There should be a little gap between your bum and your heels. Take one leg up and then cross it over the opposite knee. And then you're going to lift that other leg. So this is my left leg. I'm lifting it up towards me. And you should feel a stretch. Should have done this either way, really. If I just swap legs, you should feel a stretch across this bum cheek here. If you want to increase the stretch, you can put your hands on this thigh here and pull it towards you. Take that down, and then we're going to swap over legs. So now the other leg comes across to the knee. So it's your ankle, using it on the thigh, and then bringing that towards you. Just take a few deep breaths in and out here. Brilliant. Roll onto one of your sides. Come up to sitting. And we're going to finish off, just like we started today, with our feet. Because our feet have been the thing that's been helping us to move through the space today. And they do work incredibly hard. So getting your thumbs, go back into that fleshy part of your arch. Squeezing on the heel and into the ball of the foot. You can wiggle each of your toes and give them a gentle pull. Give it a little shake and do that on the other side. So thumbs into the arch. Give them a nice massage. Loosen everything off after all their hard work. Squeezing on the heel. Thumbs into the fleshy part of your ball of your foot. And then with the thumb and finger, give each of your toes a little wiggle. So, thank you so much for joining us for another week. If you've missed any of our previous sessions, then go to our playlist for Monday Night Contemporary Action. We'd gratefully receive anything that you can through our PayPal, which is in the comments below. And yeah, we will be doing another session with you guys next week. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you wash your hands. Right, thanks very much, and see everybody soon.